Hello and welcome to a series of video clips in which we'll work through the solutions to the Edexcel Core2 paper from June 2008. Question 1. fx equals 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 39x plus 20. Use the factor theorem to show that x plus 4 is a factor of fx. Now the factor theorem says that if x plus 4 is a factor of fx, then f of minus 4 will be 0. The minus 4 is the value that makes the bracket 0. So let's have a look at f of minus 4. F of minus 4 is equal to 2 multiplied by minus 4 cubed minus 3 multiplied by minus 4 squared minus 39 multiplied by minus 4 plus 20. Now simplifying the right hand side, minus 4 cubed, well 3 negatives multiplied together will make that term negative. 4 cubed is 64, multiplied by 2, 128. So the first term is minus 128. Minus there, 2 negatives in the bracket, 3 negatives multiplied together to give another negative term. This time 4 squared is 16, and 16 times 3 is 48. Now we've got minus 39 times minus 4, 2 negatives multiply to a positive. 39 times 4 is 156. And then we've got plus 20 on the end. So that comes to 128 plus another 48 negatives, total negatives 176. And we've got plus 156 plus 20, so we've got plus 176. And that gives a total of 0. And so we can say, therefore, by the factor theorem, x plus 4 is a factor of fx. And that concludes part A. Part B says factorize fx completely. So what we're going to do now is divide fx by x plus 4. We know it's a factor, and that will give us another factor which will be a quadratic factor. And then we'll need to factorize that as well into two linear factors. So let's do the algebraic long division. 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 39x plus 20 divided by x plus 4. Right, I'll just keep track of the answer down here. We've got a factor x plus 4, and we're going to build the quadratic factor that it needs to be multiplied by to give us this fx. So what do we multiply x by to get 2x cubed? Answer, 2x squared. And that will be the first term in this quadratic factor. And we can see that not only will it get multiplied by the x, but it also gets multiplied by the plus 4. So to keep track of that, 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. 2x squared times plus 4 is plus 8x squared. And we subtract to see what's left. The x cubes disappear. Minus 3x squared minus plus 8x squared. Minus a plus is a minus, so we've got minus 3x squared minus 8x squared, which is minus 11x squared. Now what do we multiply x by to get minus 11x squared? Answer, minus 11x. So that will be the second term in this bracket. Minus 11x times x is minus 11x squared. Minus 11x times plus 4 is minus 44x. Let's bring that minus 39x down here. Do the subtraction. Take away this disappears. Minus 39x minus 44x. Minus a minus is a plus, so it's minus 39x plus 44x, which is plus 5x. Bring down the last term. Now, what do I multiply x by to get plus 5x? Answer, plus 5. So plus 5 times x is plus 5x, and plus 5 times plus 4 is plus 20. And we see there's no remainder, and indeed we weren't expecting a remainder because we knew x plus 4 was a factor. So now all I need to do is factorize this quadratic expression in the right-hand bracket. So I want 2x in one bracket, x in the other, and I want two numbers that multiply to plus 5. Well, since I've got a negative amount of x here, they're going to have to be minus 1 and minus 5. And I want 2 times this one plus 1 times this one to add up to minus 11. So the minus 5 will need to go in this bracket and the minus 1 in this bracket. Let's just check. 2x times minus 5 is minus 10x. Minus 1 times x is minus x. And that's where the minus 11x comes from. So that is the full factorization of fx. And that concludes question 1.